Man. What is up? Okay. What's going on, man? What's going on, everybody? Anybody here? Anybody? What's good, Al? Same old, man. Just trying to get this tank in order. Yeah, Julian Sprung, he's a good guy. What's going on? What's going on? Just reminiscing. I'm bored. Figured see who wants to come on and just shoot the breeze, kill some time. Got nothing else going on. Just did the dishes, put my son to bed. Now it's relax time and what's up, Reef Keeper? No, but it's a beast, dude. I love it. It's a nice skimmer, man. I gotta admit, it's so quiet. I don't hear it. I don't even know it's on. The foam, yeah, it's. I'm still dialing it in though. I want that the particles. The whole inside of that cup is just filthy already. I want it to come over. It better be for the price of it. Let me tell you that. I was kind of wondering if they make anything bigger than the 300 as far as the Octos Regals go. It's been good. It's been good. It's been tinkering with the tank all day. fed the kids. My wife works 2 jobs. I got 2 jobs. So she's sleeping. But yeah, that skimmer is it's very well spent. I'll tell you that. I like it a lot already. Probably the fish store. Yeah, that reef octopus is just. I didn't. I jumped in it cold turkey. I mean, I like reef octopus, but as far as an external, uh, I was debating on either the one I got or the 300. I mean, the 300, you're looking at $1,100. The 250 was like nine, probably with tax, probably sitting just under 1,000, and this one is just under nine. So, um, it's big though. I mean, it's big. It's big and it's doing its thing, you know. But I'm just blown away how quiet and just the way it's like silent and the foam. I mean, it's I didn't even have to wait for it to break in, and it's already pulling, froth out of the water. So I'm pretty stoked. I got this little e-shop too for this frag tank, brand new. Um, we'll be getting this thing running for. It's gonna be like a quarantine slash frag tank. Any new corals I get from here on out, I'm gonna put in there. Um, I got a J-Bo doser. I'm gonna two-part dose this, and that's it. What's going on, Lucky Eddie? Not unlucky, lucky. Just relaxing, bored, just wanting to talk. I'm just, I gotta go. Ugh, tired. Sorry to hear about that. What are you doing? You eating it? You kick your teeth in. Yeah, I'm just. Anybody got anything to talk about? Anybody wants to talk about anything? Anything on your mind? Hey, turn off my metal highlights, please. Turn off some lights. Junk in the trunk. 125 is all right. It's 6 by 18 by 18, I think, or 21 ish. If you can get anything longer than 5 foot, it's better for when you do tangs, fish like that. Gives them that little extra. Obviously, the longer you can get it, the longer the tank, the better off you are. If I didn't get this one, I was going to get a 125, the one that I had. But I mean, if it's a huge upgrade from where you're sitting, I would do it. If the price is right, I wouldn't pay an arm and a leg for it. Um, there's so many of them out there that you can just nearly pick one up for like next to nothing. I mean, yeah, you're gaining 15 gallons. I mean, and your 110 is probably only 4 foot, so you're gaining 2 feet longer. So, I mean, if you could, I'd go like a 150, 180. If you're going to do 6 foot, you could fit a 180 for the price of the 180. That's a well, well built tank, well suited. You can do a lot with it. It's a good starter tank. 125 is 6 foot by 18 by 18, I want to say, I believe. And then you go 180, it's 7 by 2 by 2. So you're gaining 2 feet. You're going from, you know what I mean? I think it's going to be, I don't know what the width is on a 110. Probably, I think it's 4 by 2 by 30, right? 4 by 18 by 2, something like that. Yeah, so if you go with the 125, you're just basically shrinking it, and you're going to be 18 what you are now. If you go 180, you're going 6 more inches in the width and 2 foot high, but you're also going to be 7 foot long. So something to think about. But I mean, you need a tank right now, and if that's going to be perfect, and you're going to upgrade a little bit, you might as well swoop it. What else is going on? We're all quiet. There's only three of us in here, I think. What is up with that? I wish I had like 40 people in here. Yeah, 300 would be nice. Mine's only a 240 and it's big. Yeah, it is. Kids are sleeping. But yeah, my wife didn't want me setting up my tank, but um she had no choice. Yeah, 6 foot tank is better. I think anybody that's going to get any type of tangs or anything, 6 foot tank is pretty much the way to go. Six or better. That'd be a good tank right there at 150. Yeah, that Rico's tank is nice. We got fish coming tomorrow. I get to see what's going on with that. What's up, iReef? What's going on, buddy? What's going on? What's going on? See that new skimmer, eh? Yeah, I do too. I wasn't sure until actually I got it up and running. Now it's like it's bad. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, but my last upgrade I'm going to be doing is getting some new lights. I'm going to go with all one kind of light with the supplement T5 and call it good. And hopefully I don't need no upgrades. I mean, I just bought the Apex, got the new skimmer, got the skimmer behind me for this tank. Um, so all I got left to do is put some nice, good lights on this bad boy, and I'll be rocking. No, I don't have a sump on. I don't have a basement in my house. I don't. Gotta read to me, son. My fish are all sitting in front of me thinking I'm going to feed them. Ugh. Where's your phone? You don't know what you did with it? Did you lose it? Huh? Let me see it. Oh, you didn't miss nothing. I still got to tune that skimmer, I think. I don't know if I got run lower, higher. I'm not sure. Not sure. I don't know if what's going on, Davis. Just chilling and relaxing, bored, watching some Big Bang Theory. Just thought I'd hang out and see if we can talk with all you guys. What the hell happened here? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so let's. I'm still running my system with no skimmer, no filter socks, no reactors. I'm gonna be uploading another video. I got some Clarkies at the store, and they're a mated pair. They already laid eggs. They're mine already. I'm gonna put them in the tank behind me, um, and I'm just gonna keep them two in there just by themselves. But there's already wigglers, and they're really good parents. So I'll be doing an updated video on that once I put those guys in the tank behind me. Um, Pretty decent sized fish. So, or I might put them in my display refugium. I'm not sure yet. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. You have no treats or nothing. I love you so much. I don't know. You know what? I gotta get my receipt. All right, guys. All right. So I got some new toys too. I got the 1 inch flow meter. I got two of these, two flows to try to. I'm gonna connect these to my return lines, or I might put one for the main pump and maybe one on a drain. I don't know yet, just to try to see how much flow is actually going in and how much flow is coming down into the sump. So I got these two. I got two leak detectors. I can plug these into my Apex. So here's the flow. You screw on here like this. It screws on like this, and then this screws on like this. Put some like putty on there, but then you got two bulkheads, so that'll go in line. This plugs right into my FMM. I'm ready to go. I got two of these, and pretty stoked about it. Pretty cool. They give you these little stickers too. Little stickers when you buy this stuff. I like that. So that's something that I gotta hook up and try to figure out. Then so. I forgot I had that stuff in my car. I'm done spending money for a while. Oh yeah, I got my quarter-inch solenoid coming this week for the CO2, and that goes in line and it'll shut off. I'm gonna have it where if I'm putting too much CO2 in, it'll shut off, stop the CO2 from going in, so I don't have a alkalinity drop or a pH boost. I got an RODI unit I'd send you, but I know the shipping would be crazy. It's still, I mean, it's used, but I can't use it because of my well water. I don't know what shipping would cost to go wherever. I think you're in Texas, aren't you, Eddie? Arkansas, Texas, something like that. in his drink. Oh, what's going on? I wonder, do I have to? Can I use regular cement for this? Like what I would use, what I would use on a PVC or ABC or whatever, or B it. What is the other one? ABS or whatever. Is that what you just glue with this? I could just use regular PVC cement. I think so, right? How you doing, K Town? Hey, K Town. Can I use regular cement on this type of plastic? I'm not sure. Use transition cement. I don't know what that is. Just basic PVC glue for like plumbing PVC water lines. ABS, that's the one. I'm not sure what it say on there. Let me look. I don't know if it's. It doesn't say anything on there. It just says 1 inch. I'm assuming it's PVC glue or PVC. Yeah, it's just. I don't know. Well, yeah, you're in heating and air, so yeah, you know about the drains off of the furnaces and stuff. My father-in-law's a heating and air, so I mean, I can just use that PVC glue, right? All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, I got two of these. I got two. Boom. I'm gonna put I was gonna either do both returns or one off of my main pump, my return pump, and then I'll put another one on one return, or I was gonna do both returns and then later do the pump so I could try to dial them in, you know. Then I got 2 leak detectors, K-Town. I'm gonna put one underneath and one up above by my new skimmer, just to make sure if anything overflows or I'll be in good shape here shortly. You still sick? You still got a cold? You feeling better? Yeah, I spent some cash, let me tell you. I'm good for a while now. I'm gonna be good. I gotta get this tank behind me going. I'm gonna throw some water in it. I just need a hanging kit for the light, water, marine pure block, and that's pretty much it, man. And then just plug the skimmer in and be rocking and rolling. Yeah, I went all out on that. I've been wanting the Apex for a long time. Um, just because I'm just want it, just wanted to do and just monitor things. Nothing, just that I just been doing this for a while, and it's time for me to just have the big boy toy. Everybody wants an Apex. Whether they want to pay for it or somebody gives it to them, they're gonna take it. Yeah, with these floats though, with these flows, I got to get a reducer. They don't make. Do you believe that Apex does not make a 3/4 inch union? It's only half and 1 inch. So you got to get a reducer to 3/4, and then glue that into this, and then the pipe into this on both sides. That's crazy. What are you talking to me, K Town? How come I didn't get a notification? Oh, I don't know. And I always put it as public, and I don't know. Every time I go on like my subscribers to see who's doing what, I never see my videos on there. Maybe it's something that I'm doing. I'm not doing something wrong. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I just go to my creator studio and then I go to live stream, blah, 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 write in what I want, goes right to Hangouts. I don't know who's here that wants to hang out, but relax now, please. You're going to wake up your mother.
I figured I'd join.
What's going on, Eddie?
Oh, not much.
Oh, you got a whole little pile of stuff back there behind you.
Yeah, it's working on it. I had to take the that metal stand of mine out. It's just going to be too big for the way the office is set up right now. I'd have less than 3 feet between me and the desk.
Right.
Between the desk and the
Right.
the stand would be, because the way the floorboards are running, they're running this way.
Right, right. Yeah, I don't know what's up with YouTube or whatever and Facebook and all that, but I mean, I never see my videos on my subscriber list or however you want to put it.
Well, yeah, you'll never see your videos on your own subscriber list because you don't subscribe to your channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't subscribe to it, as a matter of fact. But your creator studio, that'll give you what you've posted. But as far as notifications, they're terrible.
Right, right.
I mean, I've got a notification just the other day for a video that was posted by somebody I was subscribed to for about a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks. So when are you going to get your tank running?
Well, let's see. I've got to drop $200 some odd on an RODI system, and then get the lumbar and screws for making the stand. And then figure out what I'm gonna do for a sump. I've got a cooler that is about the size of the tank itself. That so I think I can turn that into a sump. It'll help with heat retention and whatnot, especially in the wintertime.
Right. So it's going to be put in your office?
Yeah.
There you go. You'll always be by your tank then.
Yeah.
What's going on, Chimp?
Hey, Chimp.
Yeah, I'm just if I had an extra like grand, I'd be doing pretty good.
When I land, I definitely have this tank already set up.
Yeah, I'm just want to get rid of these metal halides and just go all LEDs, even if it's cheap Chinese LEDs, like not cheap, but K Town has he's got those one lights that I was looking at way back when, D Sunnies, man. I'm thinking about just going with those. Um, they're not expensive, and you get many. You get you know what I mean. You get two fixtures for like $200, man. Like that's a sweet deal. I think I'd be.
And they're like the Chinese black box.
Yeah, I was gonna get the Chinese. I got two of them on my tank right now. Two Chinese black boxes. What are those called? Which ones are those called?
You know what? I didn't see any labeling on it for names, but it's not the Mars Aqua.
Yeah.
Set up for American and European.
No, those will work. I mean, they'll grow coral.
Yeah, I got to get one more of them. The seller I go through, I bought this one off. He fluctuates in price every so often. I managed to get this one for under 70.
Oh yeah, that's a sweet deal. But those D Sunnies are pretty cool. You get two lights for $200 with shipping, and then I was gonna get four of them, and then just put my Radeon in the middle, and I'll be golden. I mean, I don't think I can go wrong.
Yeah. I got three of these JVP 100 power heads. My glass holes. What just happened there? I think we lost them. So let's see. The glass holes. I think it's 1,500 gallons per hour. I have to double check on that one. The lifeguard one, quiet one. My decent sized protein skimmer. And just a couple of odds and ends, plus the stuff I have over in storage for what I have for my tank right now. I need to get that stuff out of storage. Because see, I have a Core Life 65 gallon protein skimmer. I'm going to toss that on the back of a 20 gallon and use that for quarantine tank. It's an HOB. Yeah, it looks like I lost DM. question. Yeah, I can't float this live stream myself. Well, give up there, Chimp. I just saw your comment about checking out the D Sunny, K-Town. Yeah, I totally hijacked his didn't I? I hope he comes back because he's dropping some watchers. Yeah. So, yeah, I've got a lot of things I've got to do to get this tank up and running. Some of it's a little bit of construction work where I need to build the stand. Some of it's getting. Do I know any good jokes? Yeah, my life. Some of it's just getting a couple minor odds and ends, and then the major thing is getting an RODI system. Hey, welcome back.
Oh man, dude, I don't know what the hell happened. Hold on one second. All right. No, my wife's got this this thing on here where it cuts everything off at 9 o'clock for the kids so that they don't stay on it till all hours of the night. So I just freaked out on her. I'm like, just woke her up and I'm like, you need to fix this. Like, this is ridiculous.
I think she's trying to tell you something.
Yeah, she is. I know she is. But
yeah, I was telling you
I
do to get the tank up and running. Oh, shut up. Nobody wants to hear my phone getting messages.
I'm glad you guys stayed here. Well, oh damn, I spelled you wrong. You got it though. It's not K-Town, it's K-Twan. Spelling it, my fingers. Well, I missed everything you were saying there, Eddie, but
I was just giving a rundown of what I got over here, for equipment wise. So I've got 3 JVP 100 power heads. The quiet one return pump. The Chinese black box light. Down below that, I have a hang on back filter, bio wheel filter that I'm probably going to repurpose to make a
Refugium?
carbon reactor.
Oh, carbon reactor.
Yeah. My glass holes system for when I drill the tank. Some top fin stuff. Well, either that's probably will end up on my son's little 20-gallon. I'm going to set them up for beta tank. And I got some other stuff sitting at the house over in storage that I need to get out. that I've been dragging around for almost 10 years. I've got a Core Life 65-gallon protein hang-on back protein skimmer there. And that SEA 302. I got that from Mike from Mass.
Mass Aquariums.
Yep.
Right on.
Yep. And let's see, need to build a stand. Need to get a protein, RODI system. Need to get another light.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
give
something.
you. I'd give you my RODI, but I don't know what the shipping would cost. That would be like an arm and a leg. Just, I mean, I don't know, probably $30, $25 because of all the.
And something to use as a sump. And I've got two or three of these little LED grow lamps that I plan on using for growing Cato
Right.
or Calepa, if I'm pronouncing it right. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see the chats because I got the. You know what I'll do? Do that. Do this. And bring this back up. I don't think anybody's saying anything, anyways.
No, not since K. No, K-Town will be my second saltwater. And my first one was a 37-gallon bowl front that I had about. And I had no knowledge whatsoever when I set that thing up. I ended up using under gravel filters and everything else, from what I remember of freshwater tanks.
Oh yeah, freshwater. Yeah, I remember back in the day, that was the only way of doing fish tanks was underground filters.
Yeah. I had one of those long blue bubble bars.
Yep.
Yeah. I managed not to kill everything in the tank. The worst thing was doing a puffer in there with my banded coral shrimp. I found the shrimp exploded. Yeah, you can face palm on that one. But
Yeah.
my bristle worms were doing really good in that tank. Yeah. When I broke it down, I had about an inch of bristle worm underneath the filter. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of research. I've got in storage about 4 books, including Saltwater for Dummies. Then on this thing, I've got like 16 books, this is a Kindle, an old Kindle that I got like 16 books on saltwater aquariums there. And I was going to just do fish only, a Fowler tank. But then I wanted to do some real research, and I started saying, well, who's really thinking was who's really anal about things, and I looked at the reef tanks and figured out, that those are the people I want to talk to about water quality. and I started getting into looking at the softies. Chip wants to know if he can jump in. I say with both feet.
With both feet. Yeehaw. Head first, like me. Go big or go home. Just do it. Yeah, reef tanks aren't. It's not. The only time it gets real bad or real hectic is you just can't neglect them. You know, when you set up a reef tank or any fish tank at that matter, you're married to it. You know, it's like
Yeah.
the fish can't. They can't like jump out and go get into a nuke tank or you know what I mean. These animals are like they're in a glass box, man. They're here for us to our enjoyment, but we need to take care of them. You know, we can't just like let them suffer. I mean, there's no point in getting in there into this and just beating yourself up over it and say why when you know you just walk away from it and you think it's gonna. It's not a goldfish tank, you know.
No. I have a little bit of pride in myself. I'll never keep a goldfish tank.
Right.
What's going on?
Hey, how you doing today, Chip?
I'm good. I'm good. You get that skimmer dialed in there, DM?
Yeah, I turned. It's so easy to turn that gate valve, man. I mean, I can like I could whistle at it and the thing will move. It's crazy. I got it a little bit lower than I got it right at the ring of the cup now. So I want it to like kind of froth a lot and then kind of push it up versus having it up into the neck and have spillage. I don't want to. I want to do like a real thick skim mate. So I'm hoping. I do a little bit and then I check it to see how things are going. But so far so good. I mean I'm so impressed with it. I mean they did a good job making these skimmers, man. I ain't gonna lie. At least I'm happy.
Yeah, that thing looks like a beast.
Yeah, it's big. I mean, it's huge. I was surprised when it came out of the box. I thought, the box was big, but it didn't. You know, I'm thinking, okay, it got a lot of parts, but the whole like bottom half is already all assembled, and it was like the length of the body. I mean, it sits like 27 inches up in the air or something. 8 inches around.
Yeah, it looks cool. I like that like square body to it. I guess that seems to be like a new style or something. I don't know. It looks pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's got the pump, the recirculated pump. So what I'm using only to fill it is a Maxi Jet 1200, and it's putting water in there, but it's just feeding it slowly, and then the water that's in there is being recirculated by it's sucking air and circulating it. So it's pretty good, man. I had a 2500 Rio on there, and let me tell you, that was a little much. Yeah, I can present you. Hold on one second.
Yeah, I saw you had your Apex set up too, man, or almost set up. Looked like you had it.
Yeah, I got a few things. I programmed the skimmer today. I put it online. I plugged it in. That's the only thing I got plugged in right now. I'm gonna cut some extension cords and run my other pumps to the Apex, but I'm gonna get like black extension cords and putting male and female adapters on because I don't think the cord's gonna make it all the way to my whatchamacallit, to my Apex. And then I can program I got the M1 Ecotech pump, and then I got another skimmer underneath running with the M1, so I want to plug that in too. And then little by little, I'm not rushing the Apex. I want to make sure everything that I plug in there, it's gonna gonna have a purpose, you know.
Yeah, it looks cool though. I'm just glad I mean, I'm sure you're glad, but I'm just glad your phosphates are coming down.
Yeah, and they were up there today. They're only like 114 parts per billion. So I mean, I'm way lower than I was. I mean, I'm actually reading pretty good. So um, I'm gonna take it down just a little by little. You know, hopefully within the next month or so, they should be down low. Like I should be good.
So, Chimp, what are you using for lights? Just out of curiosity.
I'm running
Oh,
me or Chimp.
Chimp.
Oh yeah,
um, yeah, I'm using Radions, uh, XR15s.
Okay,
yeah, those are nice.
those are nice.
Yeah.
That's that's what I'm saving up for.
Yeah, I mean, for $400, you can get one of those, which are nice, real nice. You can do a lot with them, or you can get for 350. You can get Kessels. I'd rather go with Radiants.
Yeah, I like them. They're a little expensive. I bought one at a time. So I bought one with the 36 gallon, and then I upgraded to this, and I just bought another one.
So, what do you got in your tank?
Um, Shit ton of GSP. I mean,
When my
a
tank's
ton.
up and running, you want to send me a chunk of that?
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm pretty sure I can get it off the local Utah Facebook group.
Yeah, a lot of
I really like it.
softies.
I like GSP. I know it's a weed, but I like it.
Yeah, it gives you good movement in the tank.
I got a nice rock too, like that, in the opposite corner of my tank. You got yours on the right. I got mine on the left, and it looks just like that. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, it gives you movement. And it's nice and
Stuff
cheap.
lives through, yeah, it lives through anything. I mean,
Don't think I'll ever go with Xenias though.
Yeah, I've never tried those.
pulsing
But
Xenia.
yeah,
Yeah, that's hit or miss. I mean, it is easy, but if it likes your tank, it'll sprout and go everywhere, and if it doesn't, it'll just melt away.
and what's that right there?
This is a some kind of hammer,
Okay,
like a bicolor hammer, maybe.
I'm seeing a couple Zoa Gardens in there.
Yeah, I'm mainly about the Zoas.
Oh, I don't blame you. If you see the background on my screen, I got a beautiful picture of somebody's Zoas as my background.
Right, I've got. I mean, yeah, the Zoas. That was like the main reason I got in. I just was like, oh, these are cool,
Yeah.
and they're easy. Easy-ish. I got a few Monties, and yeah, just two clownfish. So you're starting up your tank, right? Are you getting the tank going, Eddie?
Yeah, yeah. I'm working on getting everything together. I've been doing that. Well, I've been working on getting everything together for a couple years now. It's just this is the first chance I've really had a chance to set it up, and getting certain parts. Uh, uh, Say hey to Mass Aquariums when I saw that he wasn't going to use the protein skimmer. I said, hey, you want to? If you want, you can send it my way. Sure enough, I got it.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, I think I saw that video actually. He sent you a bunch of stuff, or he sent you something, a skimmer, I think it
Yeah, it
was.
was a skimmer.
Yeah, I did see that. That's cool, man. I think that's what's great. I think about this,
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. Trying to decide if I go GSP, if I put GSP in the tank, if I wanted it growing on the back wall of the tank, or if I just want it on a little on a rock.
Yeah, I'd say I don't know. I'd say keep it contained, but it's gonna do what it wants to do. I feel like,
Yeah.
like they all are. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you always want them to grow a certain way, and they'll grow the complete opposite.
My son's totally enjoying the concept of setting up a tank. He's only 5 years old. Every time he looks at the rocks out then that I've collected, because out here in Utah, you go out in the near the Salt Lake and end up with a bunch of fossil coral,
Oh yeah.
and I've got maybe 75, 80 pounds of it already. And every time he looks at it, he says that he wants to. He asks if it's a coral reef. I said no. It's what we'll start the coral reef. It'll be what I have for the to grow on.
Yeah, I mean, I think the build, the build is definitely a lot of fun. You know, in my opinion. But then once you're done with it, it's like you're kind of like, all right, I don't want to do that for a while. Yeah. But yeah, just take your time. Like you said, you've taken a couple years. Like, just take your time, buy little pieces here and there. That's pretty much what I did. It's like, like Black Friday, I think, is coming up. So usually that's when I try and buy like a big item because you can get a
Yeah.
good discount. What size tank are you looking at doing?
Oh, I've got a 75-gallon tank. I bought a while ago, and I
Okay.
keep looking at the silicone on in the corners and whatnot. And it looks pretty good still. So, but yeah, it's never had water in it. So hopefully it holds.
Yeah, that's what I did. I think I bought this tank. This is 75. I bought it like last July. So like, well, over a year ago, and didn't set it up until like May. So it was sitting there for 10 months.
Yeah, 10 months is nothing on this one.
Yeah.
We were talking about a couple of years. Let's see. My son's 5. I got it when. Let's see. So about 7 years now, I've had this tank with no water in it.
8 DM's got that thing pulling skimmate already. I feel like it took me like 2 months to break in my skimmer.
Now, when I know I could probably find this easy enough on various forums and whatnot. But when I'm getting the tank set up, cycled, should I run this skimmer or should I let it set?
I think most people would say not to run it, but I'm not sure because I figure you're trying to build up bacteria,
Yeah.
and I feel like that'll might skim it out, like some of that. Like if you're dosing any bacteria,
Like Dr. Tim's?
yeah, I think that might it might just take it longer. So I don't know. Depends on how long, how much time you have.
Well, I suppose I could run it without the skimmer cup on, and let it overflow.
Yeah, you could probably do that. That'd help break in the body of the skimmer.
Yeah.
You're gonna have like a sump, I guess, in tank skimmer and a sump.
Yeah, I was planning on having a sump.
Yeah.
Hey, Munchkin, how you doing?
Did we lose DM?
You having fun with your skimmer?
Yeah, that thing's awesome, dude. I love it. It's like a cloud of foam. It's like a cloud. It's so fluffy. It's almost like when you get a brand new beer at the tavern.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you were saying you could it was so thick you could shave with it. I was like, dude, you should do that. That'd be a great video.
And when I finally got a job where I didn't have to shave, I threw all my razors away.
Yeah, right. No, it's good, man. I thought I'd just pop in and just show that on my phone. I just think the skimmer, man, octopus. I mean, there's a lot of skimmers out there, but I mean, reef octopus has been around for so long. I mean,
Yeah, I was actually looking at getting one of those, and when this 302 came up, the SAA.
yeah, they've been around a while, so I'm pretty I'm happy I got it. The price wasn't bad, but it's bad. You know what I mean? That's the only bad thing.
Yeah.
Did you get it from your work?
Yeah. 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 So I got it from there, and you know what? He gave it to me, and it's like basically I just pay a little by little. I can't beat it, you know?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I should have probably went with well, if it was any bigger, it wouldn't have fit on my chiller. So, um, but yeah, that if I would have went the next size up, it would have went to a 10 or a 12-inch diameter. I mean, that's pretty big. So I'm glad I went with this one. It's working.
What's that one? 9?
It's an 8,
8?
but yeah, it seems bigger though to me. But anyways, yeah, it's an 8 diameter, and then I think it goes 8, 10, and 12. Now the 12 is the 300 octo. So I don't know the difference between the newer ones, which these are the newer ones. Like they got the super octopus, like the super skimmers, 6,000 and 5,000. I don't know if it's just the pump that feeds it or what. Like I don't know like what's the difference. I tried to look it up to see if I could find out like what the difference is as far as like supposedly the Octo is the newer version from Octopus. I'm sure I think at Machna they just came out with another one, but um, I just wanted to know if it was a better option versus going with the Super um, Octopus. And great reviews on them, both of them. So my LFS had this, and I just went with it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go over to my LFS for that. And to look at their equipment. But convincing my old lady to let me go, she wants to get everything for, we just bought this house, so she wants to get this house up and running faster than I can swing a hammer. Yeah, between getting this fish tank up and running, getting the house, as the floors redone, and getting some beekeeping equipment going in the backyard. I've got my hands full.
Yeah, there's not enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, little by little, man.
Yeah, I figure if I get the beekeeping equipment, if you get a couple hives in the backyard, I could start selling honey and supplying my reef tank habit.
Yeah, and start growing corals and sell frags, and it'll provide for beekeeping stuff. It just goes back and forth.
Yeah. Yep. The buddy of mine selling me is willing to sell me 2 hives for 200 each, and I've got to run it by the old lady for that. Either that or I build the hives myself, which would probably be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I've actually seen some of those where they like frame them out and stuff. Like it's almost like it's like a window or something.
Yeah, there's
They're like slides or something. They slide them into that box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those frames are they're like, for one that doesn't have a filler in it, it's like 45 to 50 cents a frame to build, to put them together, or $1.30 to buy one that's already put together. And you'll need about 10 per box, depending on, and also you got to determine if you're going to have deeps, mediums, or shallows.
Aren't you afraid of getting stung?
No, I've been stung before. It hurts a little bit. Now, I'm more afraid of my old lady getting stung because she's allergic. But she's more than willing to have the bees in the backyard. And we haven't if our boy's allergic yet. That'll be an education.
Yeah, beekeeping is definitely interesting. I think my sister took a beekeeping class like in college.
Yeah. The problem is keeping the buggers alive in the wintertime. A lot of the apiaries out here have issues with it, and as of recent, um, because the weather fluctuates so badly out here. You get warm days and cold days. You end up killing your hive if you're not careful. And it's too close. There's a hive out there called the flow hive, which for the price of an entire um, hive, which would have two deeps and two medium, or yeah, two deeps and two mediums, you get one box on it that's about $300.
Yeah.
So I can't justify getting that thing.
I was watching one guy on, I guess on YouTube. He was, he's kind of like an exterminator, I guess, but he
I
was more
just
of like
watched
a
that.
relocator. Yeah, where they'd go in and take them out and stuff.
That thing was huge, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they'll take it out like fully intact. Like they'll just cut it up into slices and like pull it out and just put it back together.
Yeah, they put them into what's called a nuke and turn that nuke into, or that, that swarm into a hive for their backyard.
It was pretty cool. And then they go looking for the queen. It's like they try and find the queen.
Yeah, he was vacuuming it and he caught it.
Yeah.
He was all like
Yeah.
screaming and yelling and
And one of the channels I watch is 638 Dirt Rooster, and he's out of the Gulf Coast, where you can have bees year round without, and have, the honey flowing year round. Hey Tina, how you doing?
Tina.
Davis said something about JP the Bee Man.
Not familiar with JP the Fat Bee Man, but I am familiar. There's Don the Fat Bee Man. Then there's the Naked Beekeeper.
The Naked Beekeeper.
Oh my god.
I would like to see him go lay in bed. Because you're falling asleep.
Yeah, I haven't actually watched any of his videos. I'm kind of afraid.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Something about getting stung is I'd rather sell corals. You get a good enough system and it's flourishing, you'll like Rico, man, you'll be able to frag and frag and frag and still have a nice looking tank.
Oh.
That's my goal anyways. Not to get rich, just to
Have it self-sustaining?
yeah, just so I can just have that's why I want to set up this 2x2. I could fit a lot of corals in there. I mean, just have it so that if something goes bad or something dies, you know what I mean? I want it to be like my own little farm, and if somebody needs something or wants something, I could always help them out,
Yeah, ground bees are something else. You don't want to get stung by, attacked by them. Those things are worse than Africanized bees, I tell you.
Yeah, killer bees, I'm good.
One good thing about killer bees is they produce a lot of honey. The bad side is, if you don't know how to handle them, they'll go crazy on you and kill everything around it.
I mean, what do they do? Just keep stinging and stinging?
No, they're prolific breeders and they're very aggressive. So when they will attack in mass, but like any bee, any honeybee, it'll sting you. One bee will sting you once and die. The problem is you got an entire hive's worth coming or eating
Don't they
pounds of
like
meat.
let each other know like there's problems, so we need to put our like game. We gotta attack.
First, first one or first about dozen hit you. We're talking Africanized. They release a pheromone that smells kind of like bananas, and that'll bring more and more out.
And as they keep stinging you, it just keeps doing it and doing it. Before you know it,
Yeah, you're a quivering mess on the ground your until your heart stops because of the anaphylactic shock.
oh yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah. Luckily, they're not adapted to cold weather, so the cold weather keeps them in the southernmost states: Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California. I think they're in Texas too. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I think they are. Then you have the Italian bees, which are more docile, uh, which is what most of beekeepers keep.
Yeah, I'm good on the bees, dude.
So one thing I've been looking at, going back on the tanks, I'm going to be picking up the Hannah checkers, and mainly because I have a hard time differentiating the shades. I I see people putting things up on Facebook saying, "Hey, can somebody tell me what what color this is?" And I'm saying, "Nope."
Yeah, the Hannah checkers are nice.
Yeah, I'll be going with Hannah's myself.
Yeah, I haven't bought any of those yet. I definitely want to get. I think I was saying the alkalinity one. I think I want to start with
Yeah,
that one.
The nitrates. Don't know if the thing that's confusing me is they got these ultra lows and other things, types of checkers that I'm looking at. I don't know which ones to get yet. Do I want to go with the ultra lows or do I just want to
ultra
go with
low is going to be more accurate, but you got to do a little math. So whatever number you get, you want to times it by 3, divide it by 1,000, and then you get your number. Um, the other one, just the phosphate one, it'll just give you a number. But that's for like just basically it'll you know what I mean. It's not as accurate they say as the ultra low. When Hannah came out with the ultra low, it's more precision. It's more accurate. That's what word on the web is saying.
okay.
But it's just like mine's right now was push. It's hovering around 100 to say 110 parts per billion. So if you do the math, it's like almost 2 parts per million. So it's still high. You know what I mean? You want to be 0.03. I'm 0.2 whatever.
All right.
So for softies and stuff, you don't have to worry too much. You want to keep it low, but you don't have to worry. It's not as critical. You keep it at, you know, 3 to 5 parts per million. Um, Softies like dirtier water, so they tend to utilize the phosphates for fuel.
One other thing I've been looking into is vodka dosing. The problem with vodka dosing here in Utah is I got to go to the state-run liquor store, and they mark things up way expensive.
I don't think it takes that much vodka, but once you start, don't you have to keep doing it like forever? I thought.
You're just better off if you're going to do that. I mean, you're just wanting to keep your nitrates down.
Among other things, yeah. Yeah, it was either going to run I do plan on running a fuge with Kato in it. But I figure, if anything, I could get if I'm having issues with nitrates, I'd work. Yeah, I was thinking about running a vodka dosing.
I mean, you can run no pox. It's probably cheaper. It's basically vodka with vinegar in it. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now to try to bring my phosphates down, but it works for nitrates. You can run a biopellet reactor. It's probably cheaper, so then you ain't got to worry about the vodka and drinking it.
Not a teetotal. I'll admit that. Yeah, I will drink vodka though.
But I mean, I run biopellets. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can run instead of using vodka or sugar or whatever, vinegar. It's probably a little bit easier on the paycheck, and you know what I mean. It's for 75, you'll probably do like 10 mLs of no pox, and once you get it where it needs to be, you can even drop it down to like 2 mLs a day, and you'll be golden.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna have to worry about that for a while. Once you set your system up, that's gonna be down the road.
I figure one thing I can do is convince my old lady if I do get the tank when I do get the tank set up is to get me some medical equipment. She works in a hospital, so get some IV line and whatnot to help with dosing. Not just vodka dosing, but Kalkwasser and whatnot. But I'll need to do the math on what I need to do.
Right.
That's cool. Get some dosing line for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really done any dosing, like carbon dosing, or I don't even do the. I thought about the Kalkwasser, but I haven't started that.
I figure I'd do that when if I ever get into the stony corals. I don't think uh, softies would need it too much.
Yeah, they
Water
seem to be
changes do
okay.
take care of the softies.
Yeah, I need to go to the fish store at some point. I haven't been there in a while. Or actually, I guess they got that thing in a couple weeks. It's at the same place they had Reefapalooza. I might go to that. It's supposed to be like half freshwater, half saltwater. Get some nice new corals. Some nice bright corals.
Yeah, one of the in one of the groups, reefing groups I'm in, somebody asked, posted a picture of a crab and saying, does anybody know what kind of crab this is? And the only thing I could reply was, well, if when in doubt, make ceviche. I even posted the recipe for it.
Yeah, I got a crab. I couldn't identify it either. I was like looking it up, and I don't know. People like only closest description I could get was some kind of like mud crab, and they were like, "Yep, get rid of it." So I tossed him. But he was like inside like a rock. I couldn't get him out. That's through the rock outside until he came out.
Tina had fun trying to get her crab out. She ended up stabbing it.
Yeah, there's a.
I was actually thinking about going down to the local market. We got an Asian market that sells live seafood, and thinking about getting a blue crab to toss in the sump.
I just got
Blue,
a
yeah.
somebody
Sorry.
just sorry. Good.
Oh no, you're good.
I got a buddy of mine that just asked me if I want his hippo tang. Said it's picking on his open brain, like brain corals and stuff. But I'm scared because those things always get ick and velvet. He said he's never had it and it's like healthy and strong. And he said he would never put one in his reef tank, but he did because this one was like just so good and healthy. But he'll just give them to me. But I'm like, man, 6 to 8 inch hippo tank. I would be afraid to. You ever, your gut feeling saying don't do it, you know.
Yeah, listen to yourself.
I don't need no
Yeah,
more problems.
if
You
you
know what I
have
mean?
doubts, don't do it, man. Even if it's it's a fish that you really want.
I really don't, but I know he's just. I know it is a cool fish, but man, I would be devastated if it can kill all my fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the only thing I would, the only other thing I could think of do is tell them to take it down to the LFS and get some credit.
Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, he'll just bring it to work and put it in the reef side and sell it to somebody that wants one or whatever. But man, I'm just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pass on that. I told him I'd let him know, but I don't need no more problems. These fish that I got in here are they're all acclimated, they're all good, you know,
Well, you got a QT tank, right?
I'm gonna be. But he's 6 to 8 inches. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
uh pretty big tang to put in that size tank. I don't want to do that to him.
Yeah, if it's not even good, if it's that big and your tank isn't big enough for it, don't even stress that fish out any more than it needs to be.
He knows I got a huge tank, so he's like, if you want him, he's got a 125, and he just knows it would be cool to have it, but I just don't want to risk it. My purple tang will probably fight to death with him, so fight to death.
I mean, I've been, you know, I want a yellow tank, but I don't know if a 75 gallon is going to be big enough for one.
It should be.
You get a small one and let it grow.
You know, I was over at Petco the other day, and I had to chew out well, I had to stop myself from chewing out the girl that was in charge of the salt water. She had two yellow tangs in one tank, one of those little display tanks,
Hungry.
and one was getting beat up pretty bad. I could bet you need to take one of them and put them into another. Separate separate them. But the ultimate fish I want to get is going to be a mandarin. If I don't have any other fish in my tank but a mandarin, I'd be very happy.
Yeah, I've never tried one of those. They're cool as hell looking though.
Oh yeah,
They're insane looking.
reminds me of some of my mother's old psychedelic posters.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
And the bunny is about to swim right into your living room. Yeah, I want to get a yellow tang. I've got a 75. I think it should be big enough. But I don't know. I guess the tang police are always lurking. Furry chimp GSP.
Well, I'm gonna bounce off. I got to get up early in the morning. It was a pleasure talking with you guys.
All right, buddy. I'm just feeding my fish.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Good talking to you, Eddie. Take it easy.
I gotta feed my Bauer banking. Feed the Bauer banking.
What do you feed? You feed reeferoids?
The Bauer banking. No, I feed LRS. I feed mysis shrimp, stuff like that. I'm just gonna mix it up with some water. Then I suck it through like a syringe, and then I just like turkey baste it over them. It's showing its tentacles right now, so I'm pretty sure she's hungry. I call it a she, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of assume a lot of them would be maybe female because they reproduce or whatever, you know. I guess they clone each other, clone themselves. Yeah, I usually just broadcast feed. I use like the reef chili, bulk reef supply stuff.
Yeah, I got reef chilies, and I'm gonna usually add all kinds of like little things to it. You know what I mean? Some days I'll add reef chilies, like I'm gonna do right now, because you said that. Now that I thought about it, the reef chilies.
Yeah. Reef chili stuff. So if you want GSP like this, feed some reef chili.
I just jumped in real quick because I want to show something.
Oh, what's up, K-Town? You sick?
Oh yeah.
What happened?
I just jumped in for a second. I don't have much of a voice here, but I just want to get your opinion, guys' opinion.
All right, let me feed this cow.
So I did remember my live stream last week where Billy was saying make the wood corners. I don't know if you were on for that. I think you were. Jump.
Oh, yeah. You made them, huh? Look at that.
Right, so now it's
Looks like one solid piece. That looks sweet.
and then I did the back as well. It's not very light here. Hang on.
Oh, that was a good idea.
Yeah, so it just kind of finishes it off, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Did you silicone them to the glass like same way he did?
No, because
Okay.
they're kind of in my way if I want to, because of my magnet, right? So I got the magnet. If I want to take the magnet and flip it around to the side, I'd have to now remove it from the tank. So I've done, hang on.
Oh, so they just kind of come off.
Yeah. So I can just
because
take them off.
they're not weight bearing on the canopy,
No.
right?
No.
Yeah.
What happened? What are you doing there, K-Town? Let me click on you.
So my tank used to look like this. Right? So that's how it used to look. My canopy. See the canopy to the, now it looks like this.
Oh, you trimmed it out.
Yeah. With just like a removable, so I can slide these back in, take them off, put them in. Because if I'm cleaning my glass, I can't take the flipper and just move it to the side. I'd have to physically remove it. So this way I can just slide these out and then slide them back in again, right?
Right.
So just like that there.
No, that's why I did on mine, but mine ain't as fancy as yours. I'm gonna eventually get there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why I never thought of that before until Billy mentioned it, and I'm thinking, because I was going to do
Yeah,
what
now it
Billy
looks.
did.
No, I think it looks sick, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
looks
Yeah,
real
that
good.
looks awesome.
And then I did the back corners too.
Dude, you got like the best fish room. Assault like that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
by far, I think you got probably out of everybody that I've seen on here and talked to, like your fish room is like legit, dude.
And now
Yeah.
I gotta skin those cabinets for the other two. And I gotta skin that one.
You sound so bad.
I know.
I feel bad for you, dude. Holy cow, you were fine the other day.
I know. I think I lost my voice just from coughing so much. I think it just killed my vocal cords.
Damn kids in the schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, bringing home the germs, huh?
No, that's a nice stand too. I mean, yeah, it looks good, dude. I like
Yeah.
it fills it in now, and now it looks complete, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't really notice how much until you don't have them there again, and then you look at it like it just looks so weird without them now.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it just looks weird. And
It
now
looks
you
like
don't.
something's missing.
Yeah.
It's like,
And you don't have to look at that, that stupid silicone seam, right? It just covers it all up. So it's hard to do when you're not. There we go.
Yeah, no, that looks good, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure they were removable, though, so that worked out well.
What is that, all cedar?
It's pine. Pardon me. Yeah, it's pine. And I just stained it in the cherry color because I didn't want a dark stand.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, I just hopped in real quick. I just wanted your guys' opinion on it.
All right, bud. Get better, man. Take some NyQuil.
Yeah, well, I do. NyQuil at night, DayQuil during the day.
it looks like you matched the color perfectly.
Well, I still had the stain and everything. It's the same wood, same stain. So, yeah. Because I built it, right? So I still had everything left over from, almost 3 years ago. Yeah, I'll jump out. I'll still be in the chat, though.
All right, yeah, man, that looks good.
Oh, yeah. I turn my lights down. Hey. Come on. Hey. Hey. Come here. Come here. Let me put you in bed. Oh, man. Well, it is. Right?
Huh. I'll watch it anyway.
Man. All right. Well, that's done. Lights are going to be going down. Just fed the Bower Bank each. It's still slightly receding a little bit now. I don't know. I hope I don't lose that coral, man. I'll be fuck.
Hey, wasn't it receding when you got it?
Yeah. and it stopped. I've had it a while, man. I mean, damn, I've had it for a long time, so I just keep feeding it. But I don't know if, like I said, I don't. I mean, it's still a lot of tissue, but I just hope to God it just doesn't. Seems like only a little bit, like it was moving, pulling back a little bit, but with everything going on in my system, I mean, I can't, I can't be shocked that it's doing that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can frag those. I mean, I think you can, but if you do, you chances on losing the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like an A can or something. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like a big poofy, big poofy A can. So um, they're all connected. They're not connected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you cut them, you're gonna have die off, and then when it heals, then you're good. But my goal is to just try to. I clipped some of it the other day just to try to clean it up a little bit, make it look more presentable. But I was told that you shouldn't even do that. Just leave it, and it'll calcify over and start regrowing and doing its thing. So from here on out, I'm just gonna leave it, let it do its thing.
Yeah, hopefully the new skimmer kicks in.
Yeah,
That'll help it out for sure.
yeah. Now, yeah, with the new technology and stuff, instead of relying on just air, you know what I mean? It's a needle wheel. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get. I had one before, and I gave it to my buddy, the guy that actually wants to give me that fish. I had a 152S, I believe, octopus, and I gave it to him, and then he ended up getting a red dragon pump and all that stuff. So um, he got a different skimmer and everything all together. But I had good success with that one too, so that's why I stuck with him. What do you got? A bubble mag or e shops?
Yeah, e-shops.
Yeah, Italian made. That's what mine. That's what this one is right here. E shops for my 2x2.
Yeah, I got the e-shops S200.
Yep. Yeah, when I had my other nano tank, I had an e shops. Man, that thing rocked, dude. That thing killed Skimmate, dude. It was just I like it a lot.
Yeah, I've got it dialed in. I feel like to a good spot, and yeah, definitely. I mean, like the collection cup is pretty big, and it does a good job. I think I'm happy with it. That was something I got at Black Friday. I think it was like 33% off.
Oh
So
yeah, there you go.
it was like a $450 skimmer. I got it for like $300. So I was definitely happy with that.
It's crazy the prices on skimmers, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like for me to go two steps up to make sure it's like heavily overskimmed, and I could have got rid of the one underneath. You're talking like one, two, 300 and something dollars more just for to go up two stages. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're not cheap. And here,
no, they're not.
I mean, even you, like if you wanted to go up one size bigger than that, you're talking. You said 400. You're talking another hundred and something dollars just to go up another. If you want to go up two sizes, you're going 300. If you want to go up another, it's like every hundred. It's like $150 more just to go. From a 6-inch diameter to an 8-inch, so 2 inches. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
I remember
Yeah, I
back
think
in the day, man, you could have got a skimmer for like 150, $200, and that was a big skimmer.
I think my hang on the back was $200.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna buy. It was a reef octopus hang on the back, and then I ended up seeing this thing up in the back of on the shelf. It was he wanted 140 for it. Online it's 150. He gave it to me for 125. So I saved money there. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it. I had good luck. I had good success with these shops.
Yeah, I had a reef octopus hang on the back, and then this eShop skimmer. So those are the only two, and I've had pretty good success with both of them. I thought they were both good. I just went with the eShop's S series because it was blue and it kind of matched my whole design or idea for the
Right.
sump. But that's just all the aesthetics and how you like it. Still need to build some doors for my stand.
What size tank do you have? 75, 125, what?
Yeah, it's a 75.
Yeah.
Just standard marine land
That's
75.
that's what my 2x2 is a marine land.
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty nice. I need to fill it in with more corals. Get some more colors and some more fish.
My Banggai cardinals are spawning again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like a diamond in a rough, dude. They love each other, dude. It's crazy. They're always just constantly. She's dropping eggs and putting them in her. He's putting them in his mouth, but they don't make it because as soon as he spits them, they get eaten.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
She's like huge. She's like ready to explode, and she's like egging him on, but he like doesn't want no part of her.
Hey, I'm waiting for my clowns to like spawn or something. I keep thinking they're gonna, but I don't know when they're gonna do that, or even if they are.
They will eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I'm like I said, I'm probably not gonna try and raise any fish anyway. Like if they probably won't make it. They'll probably get skimmed out or eaten.
Right. Yeah, I'm waiting to see those Clarkies at the shop. I'm hoping they're actually swimming or whatever. They had eyes and everything. They were still stuck to the bottom of the glass, but
Yeah, it's cool. Like seeing them.
especially with all those other fish inside the tank too. Like they've been there a while, so they. I'm glad that I bought them already, so I'm just gonna put them in my 2x2. A lot of people don't like them because they're vicious or whatever, but I'm not looking. I'm just looking to have something in the tank to keep producing bio waste.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to get some more fish. I'm just afraid of diseases. Like I don't want to. I can only have 3 fish anyway, but I want to wipe them out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing too. Like I've had these fish in here, and it was hard for me to just keep adding. But now that I'm good and I got a nice, you know, nice amount, I'm afraid to add like anything, even if it's like a small little rock dweller. I'm just like I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I definitely wanted. I was thinking like a yellow tang or something, and maybe a wrasse, some kind of wrasse, just to get some color and movement going on. Because the clowns, they don't really swim around that much. They just kind of hang out. You know, like,
Yeah, you can get a. I got. You can get a six. I mean, there's all kinds of wrasses. You could fill that tank with probably 3 or 4 different kinds of wrasses.
yeah. And I have I have a top on there, so hopefully they can't jump out. Let's see what that does.
Yeah, my Bangor Cardinals, man, they're going to town. Man. They're like shaking.
Yellow eye coal tang. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I was thinking about those too. Yeah, I think those are like one of the smaller ones. Yellow eyed coal tang. Aren't they one of the smaller tangs?
Yeah, we just got some of those in, man. Like 2 inches. They're like 2 inches. Yellow eye coal tanks. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm just worried about any kind of disease, mainly ick. I really, I haven't had any fish that ever got ick. Knock on wood. But I've definitely had friends. A buddy of mine he's had ick, and he's been through just tons and tons of different fish.
those bad boys are reaching for some light, huh?
Yeah, they've got they've got two aptasia on it. One of them's got like an aptasia like actually on the stalk of Zoa. See it. And then the other one's right here on the bottom left of the plug. So I kind of threw them down here until I can get rid of these things. This one I think I can just kind of cut off right there, but this one I think is I'm gonna have to kill that Zoa. Yeah, they're definitely not getting enough light. They're not getting enough flow or anything down here. They're definitely not happy. That's my empty refugium, pretty much. Flatworms. Yeah, I think they are snails on the front there. I think they're maybe the beginning of some vermitids or something. I don't know what they are. There's also a lot of flatworms. Something's out of control. Yeah, like all these little dots right there at the top of the water line, those are all flatworms. I got some kind of like scum or something on top of here too. I don't know what's going on with that. Kind of comes and goes. Yeah, I think I do need a small power head in here. That'll definitely help. Yeah, the flatworms I have, I think, are the ones that people say are okay, but nah, they don't get light 24/7. Yeah, the ones I have, I think people were saying are okay, but the only thing I have noticed is like they'll just sit on your coral, and I guess they kind of block it from getting like energy or whatever from the lights. But I feel like you can tell because your Zoa also, like for my Zoas, it's just they won't be as bright, and you can just kind of see it. It'll be like a little like dull, not as bright spot. You know, that's a flatworm. You just pull it off with a siphon. Yeah, I'm just procrastinating on that. I need to definitely get those Zoas out of there and get them in the tank. They've been in there since probably July. I probably should have just done them a favor and just thrown them away back when I thought about doing that. Yeah, see, I see two flatworms on that Zoa right there. You can see the little darker spots. Yeah, I didn't have any flatworms either until one day I looked at the back glass and I thought it was, I thought it was like little dots of coralline or calcium deposits, and they were like a whole bunch of flatworms. I don't know where the hell they came from.